Alright, we are back. This will probably be a very short video depending on the length of the mission, but let's get started. I probably should have added this onto the last video. Now that we have the bracelet, let us return back to Seshwa Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after finding my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the Springs then. Return. Yep. It's just a little easier to do it like this. And I just realized something I was supposed to do, or should have done. How much of the map have we not looked at? There's a bit. There's not too much. Okay. I was like, where am I going? My bracelet. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It was a part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wuklama is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us as more long-standing acquaintances. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Quikana and Lewine. I don't know. If it wasn't for you believing in Zekwa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it was to see that bastard Wihute put behind bars. We never gave up hope that Zekwe would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now, and lacking in strength, besides. Some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Duskwatch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day so no one will get the better of us ever again. Isn't that right? Right. And you'll have to teach us how to draw your pistol. How you draw your pistol so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need to duel if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it does, we'd best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days, I'll be sure to repay it. On that you have my word. Until we meet again. If you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here for a while yet, though, do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Were you not planning to take the train home? Oh yeah, that's what we were originally doing. Oh, train service has been suspended, didn't I tell you? What? Why? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. An earthquake. It must have happened when we were still down south. There have been quite a few tremors of late. A rather large one struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you could speak with the station master yourself. Let's do that. The station's just over here. I feel like they've kind of gone with a lot of like Native American style names. It seems people aren't too happy about the train delays.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume, but I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful. Thank you! Thank you so much! I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
See, this is the voice I was thinking the hothead would have.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
There they are. That's them, the two volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe. And this grizzled mug is Zapia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
They remind me of the guys
Much
from the
obliged
first.
for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Oh my god, it is them.
Something the matter?
Oh my god, it's uncanny. I would say trolleys, but I would actually say, would you happen to be a fan of trains?
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
Okay, yeah.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
Though no small number live in Shaloni, I must confess I've never visited the home of the Hetsara. As they largely live in accordance with the older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view on railroads. Come, let's follow Walika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot, but you can see it. But you can still see if it's. You can still see it from outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head-in myself. Though if you peek through the windows, you'll probably catch a glimpse of. Enough jabbering, said Shinzua. Thanks to these two, we can finally have some real work. We finally have some real work to do. Let's go. Well, see you later. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station. It's on the way, after all. And we travel. Not gonna lie, these tracks are huge. How large is this train? That's a right proper train. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods through the wilds now. Right. Mewahet Zone should be to the northeast of here. Let's continue on. Okay, I actually should do this. To the west. Okay, well, I'll have to do that later. Oh, I see where I'm headed. I think. there you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of this tribe. I'm gonna call them the Mewas. But I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. Such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the overpowering cerulean from Sesh Springs. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I'm Huato, chief of, I'm going to call it the tribe. Chief of the tribe. This is my son, Shepetto. Pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome and apologize for a sudden intrusion. I'm Walika, station master of Zaktaral Railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks, and we require timber to make repairs. This is Sapphire and Aaronville, who have volunteered to assist us with restoration effort. You have a most curious air about you, of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest hint of meadows unwashed with unfamiliar flora. I gather you're not from these lands. Truly, I would love to know more of you and your lands, and more of the lands you have seen. I am told your people hold your traditions in the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hetso, in particular, have done much to guide our way of life. We're to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads. The Hetso teach us all these things and more. It is for that reason, I believe, that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see. The word Hetso, it means leader of souls in the Hetsato tongue, doesn't it? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hetsaro. Here, we look to the Ronek for guidance. Ronik. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influences. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us in discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you'll follow me. like to first attune to the Aetherite, because I feel like we're going to be here for a good bit. Okay. Let us continue on. I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. The Ronek have made the potential for the danger plain. As you may have heard, their temperament have become erratic of late. Ah, yeah. A stableman near Husu, the village over mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by Cerulean, Shaloni has undergone a transformation. And the railroads are part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Ronik are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this, we can't help but worry. Understandable. I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hetsaro, but all of Shaloni. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Valcona. Valcona, you say? We know him only through rumors, but he is apparently, how should I put this? Hard-headed and aloof, he values technology, advancement, and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Mind your tongue, Geppetto. I mean, originally, yeah. While there is a grain of truth to the rumors, he is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. So in the course of traveling with him, you witness him change with your own eyes. Sapphire fought beside Valcona in the Rite of Succession. I take his word over rumors. You took part in the Rite of Succession? You're that close to the Dawn Servant? I'm grateful for any help, but had no idea I had recruited a bona fide hero. Wow, we really are like this is like ARR all over again. Starting from the ground up because no one knows us. It's kind of nice. The succession of Dawn servants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valcona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I hope that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronek foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad. And if needs be, we'll seek Valcona's counsel. My thanks again for your time in the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. We've more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given so much. Mind waiting here for a spell while I round up a few more hands and Aaronic? I won't be long. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully it seems we won't need to make several trips for the timber. While we wait, we could get started moving the timber somewhere more accessible. That shouldn't take long if we split the work. Where are we taking it to? This will be enough. It was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. We'll see to the rest. Once we've repaired the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? As much as I'd love to make it so, there aren't any spots available. You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. That's fine. Mika and no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. And Nito Wikwi will be driving. No engineer compares to her. It's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own, Shinza, and we've still more to do. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Shaloni you're keen to see, I'll leave it to you. I'll leave you to it. Where's my nearest? 200 yams to the east. Yeah, I'll pause it right quick and come back. Alright. I did a little bit of running around, and now we're back. Where exactly is Aaronville? Okay, in that general direction. Cool. Granted that I probably should, just in case, just a little bit. We're gonna go through the tunnel and wind up in a new location. Like somewhere far over there. I still need to discover over there. Had your fill of the sites? Well, they appear to have almost finished. Might as well just... Yep, let's do it.
Glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Here she comes!
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Tyrol. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream. Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
The heck? Oh, I think I know exactly what this is. This is from the other side of the gate.
Gods have mercy.
What the heck? Okay, yeah, that's gotta be the Golden City. It's gotta be.
What in the flying? What's happening?
Oh, the train! Nitobikwe and the others!
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
Oh. He opened up a portal to a military power. Oh, that's not good. This is from the Golden City for sure, just judging by the look of things. He opened up a gate he wasn't
What in the world?
prepared for.
Are they heading for Tuliyollal? Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
It's the Cyber Empire. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Golden City is a land of, Skynet.
Someone help me, please! Oh! Oh!
Bastard!
This is wild. The heck?
What did it just do?
What did it just take?
Thank you.
Save the things. Just get to safety. I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace.
Quickly!
At least he's on
Before
our
it's
side now.
overrun!
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
was wondering where this. I'm like, this is an interlude going on. Where's the big bed? Here's the big bed. What are these things?
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to taste my blade next?
Who's this? This is gonna be an important character, I can already tell. I never realized there were particles that flew off my my knives. What in the world? Oh.
That you should still live.
Zoralcha?
By the gods, what has happened to you?
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
Didn't he just get attacked or
My
something?
demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuliolol and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Have you gone mad?
No. My ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
Okay, yeah, that didn't change.
What has changed you so much and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
So the last feat in the rite of succession really
Papa, wait.
changed him.
I should be the one to do this.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Or you guys could just work together.
Fear not. Ozoralja is strong. He has never been Father's equal in combat.
That you know of currently. That may change.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Zoralja, my son. And forgive me.
Wow. But I also feel like he's not dead.
What?
How?
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one.
You gotta take out the tech, not the body.
I shall even the odds.
You gotta.
Papa?
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Zoralja, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
Papa can't die. He can't. Oof. And the bad part about this is I'm gonna have to make this a cliffhanger kind of vibe. Thanks for coming out. We will continue this next week. Laters.